All right, all right. We're here, we're live, and we are creating a Father's Day card. It's just a card that can be used for Father's Day or any time to show your dad some appreciation. It's going to be stamped in Memento Black saying, Dad, you're the best. I thought I would improve upon this card a couple of different ways by making an extra layer here, and we're going to ink the edges of this in some crushed curry. Other than that, it's pretty easy. It's a nice Sale-A-Bration card design, and we've been working all month and last month too on the Sale-A-Bration Club. So hello, my name's Kimberly Smith. I'm the Papered Chef, and we are, during the months of January and February, at my Stampin' Up store, celebrating Sale-A-Bration. Celebrate good times, come on. Makes me think of it all the time. Now, this is only some of the things you can get for free. This paper I'm about to show you is free. But that's just some of the things you can get for free. There's a lot more you can get for free. We just added a whole bunch of stuff in the second month. So during the first month, this is the only offering, but these are all still available. Watercolor melon, sunny days. I'm going to show you things we created with all of these products. Flight and Airy Designer Series paper, crinkle ribbon. I don't know if we used that yet. We need to use that. Okay, Cradled in Love. We're not using this one in my club because I didn't get the baby set. Softly Stippled. We still have a card waiting. We're making on that one. Opaque Faceted Gems. I put those in your card club or your Sale-A-Bration Club kit. Adorning Hearts bundle. This is awesome specialty paper. Here we are. And these are the two we're using right now. They are Heartfelt Hello stamp set. The Heartfelt Hello stamp set and the Trusty Toolbox Designer Series paper. So get a load of those. This is just showing you that this punch coordinates, and that's actually free. This punch is actually in the annual catalog. See, it's telling you Heartfelt Hexagon Punch coordinates. Isn't that great paper? And then we're going to still do this one. I'm still waiting on my stamp set. We're going to do Jungle Pals. So we can't vote on Jungle Pals yet because I don't have it yet. You can vote on the next card out of the watermelon or the softly stippled or softly sophisticated card, I guess it would be. Softly stippled DSP in this folder. I did say we'd do a dogwood card, but I didn't order this. I'm not feeling it. So I didn't get it, but I can get it free with a $100 purchase, and maybe I will do that, do a card with you guys, and then give it as a prize. Just not feeling it. I know it's been so popular. Oh, I mean, people have been making lots of projects with it. I'm just all flowered out. Okay, now this here, what I'm using now is this Glass Mat Studio. My customers know about this. Every time you get something from me in the mail, I've been telling you about this awesome special. You can get this $60 Glass Mat Studio up until February 29th for free when you purchase a $99 starter kit. Not only will you get the $60 value for free, you're going to get $125 worth of Stampin' Up! Products that you pick out for free. And not for free, for $99. You're getting that for free. Making sure you understand that. And you get a bunch of things like, paper pumpkin kit and some supplies and catalogs. And even if you don't use the catalogs, just give them out to other people. That's option one. Option two is $155 worth of items for only $99. You get free shipping on that. That's a great deal. Also during Sale-A-Bration, if your parties or your personal orders are $300 or more, you get an extra $30 free with the Stampin' Up. All right, because that's all the cool stuff going on for Sale-A-Bration. All right, so let's do this. Dad, you're the best. And we're just using pieces of like stamps or dies that I already have. So we're going to take out Dad, you're the best out of the Heartfelt Hello stamp set. We're using all 6 of these stamps in this Card on Blue Club. I'm just putting that piece of tissue paper there to keep the glare from showing you. Okay, we're going to put it on. We're going to mount it on. We'll mount it on like that. And we're going to put it onto this piece of scrap paper. So what are you using? You might be wondering, what am I using? I'm using these little die pieces. So put the silicone mat down. I'm always cutting out die pieces in my bucket of crafty goodness. Okay. Oh, we need the crushed curry. And I'm always having little shapes to stamp onto. So let's see. I have a couple of these ready. So I thought we'd just improve upon the original design by putting a little bit of crushed curry on the edges. Crushed curry because, well, it's one of the coordinating colors. And it's going to be the background. So I'm just tapping tapping onto my ink, putting it onto the stamping block, and then I'm just taking that initial blob off and inking up the edges. You can use other colors like Lost Lagoon or something that coordinates, but you know what I thought? Hey, I already have the Crush Carry Out from the last video we did when we used the Sunny Days paper and made these really cool shaker cards. So if you missed this video, this was this weekend's video on Friday night, or was it Thursday night? Maybe Thursday night. I think last night I was cooking for an international festival, which turned out really well. I mean, I made 3 giant pots of bratwurst and sauerkraut, and they were all gone. And spetzel, and applesauce. I mean, we had so much food, and it was all gone. Anyway, that's what I was doing last night. The night before, we did the shaker card here on my channel. So if you missed it, that's part of my other series. I have 3 series going on this month. I have the Sale-A-Bration Club. That's a series, a video series. When I say tutorial, like a video series. I have the Card on Blue Card Club. And I have the Hot Air Balloon Workshop series. So there's 3 things going on in my channel. And not to mention all the individual tutorials and unboxings and sharing my swaps and all kinds of other stuff going on. But those are the 3 series. So if you're like, oh, I didn't make all the series, I'm missing some of it, go back and check out those videos. There's tons of them. All right, so we've already done the stamping, but let's just do it again. So you always want to stamp onto your paper first to make sure your stamp is inked real good. Then when you have these narrow stamps, hold it for a few seconds. And you may even want to do a little bit of a wobble. Oh, that came out nice. Dad, you're the best. I'm going to have to give these cards away because my father unfortunately passed away. And if it said Happy Father's Day, it would be a little easier because all my, my brothers, all 3 of my brothers are fathers, and I could say Happy Father's Day. I could, though, give it to my brother's kids to give to their dad. But I think they like making homemade things. They're already crafty, all my nieces and nephews. So I'll be giving these cards away to someone whose dad is still around. All right, so anyway, let's take those cards. And we're going to take these little... See, I think that's already an improvement. What do you guys think over the initial card? And the other improvement I thought I would do is instead of just putting a background piece of the Trusty tools, that we could add a little extra DSP. Now that it's my second card made with this, we can add some extra DSP. Like in one more layer. All right, so Trusty tools. We're using masculine cards are so easy, guys. I mean, they don't want bling. They don't need linen thread hanging around. They don't need 20 extra layers. I mean, they like just tools. And they like, give them a gift card. Lowe's, Home Depot. I'm not saying every guy likes tools, but my guy does. Right? So Trusty Toolbox. It's a great DSP. So here's one option for a background. I'm just going to flip these around and show you. We have a piece that's a ruler. You'll get to see other examples. You got a pegboard. Free paper. I mean, hello. Who doesn't love free? Okay, we have this one that's nice. And this would make a good little strip behind the Lost Lagoon. And we have the piece of Lost Lagoon with another piece. Now look at this. In this package of 12 by 12, you get 12 sheets. You get 2 of each sheet. So you get 12 by 12. Now 2 of the sheets are like this. So you can't beat that because they're different pieces. There's so many tools on those. And I'm thinking we should cut those out with the scan and cut. Just because we can. Okay, more tools. And then here's some little scraps. All right, so let's see. This one, I'm thinking would make a really good background piece for that. Yeah, I'm gonna do this just to improve upon it a little bit. And we're just still use this piece. So we're still gonna do the initial thing and maybe even one more. I might use the pegboard. I think I'll do one more. Let's do 3 layers. All right, so we're gonna take my trimmer. 3 extra layers. I mean, in addition to the background layer. All right, so first of all, we're gonna take, that one has a sawzall on it, so that, or like a saw. We're gonna use this one instead because this is a little different. So we'll go with that, and we're gonna do 4 by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4. Now let's see where, if I'm gonna block something in the middle, where it will be. Thinking maybe like that. I'm gonna do I'm going to put that one toward the bottom more. So 4 by 5 1/4 with my drill kind of hanging at the bottom a little better. So now that's the first layer. We'll write down the measurements for you. So the next layer, we're going to just do all the next layers together. So I think I'll go for, I'm going to do for like a 1.5 inch of this just to see how that'll look. I want a little bit of the ruler to show. And then I have this one being only like, I think that was like a 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch, let's say. Well, that was probably half. And then I'll probably do like a 2/3. We'll see. I'm going to figure it out. So that's a 1/2. And that's a 1.5. That looks way bigger than 1.5, doesn't it? But it is. It's only 1.5. Weird, right? That doesn't seem like it's, okay. So that's what it is. Okay, so 1, we got a 1/2, 1.5. But I don't know if I want to do this 1. I think I'm going to do 3/4. Just want a little bit of an edge. I'm on the edge. All right, so there we go. Something like that. And if it works, we'll go with it. Yep. Yep. I just want my ruler to show. If you put too much on there, you're going to block it. So now I got my ruler to show. Yay for rulers. And then I might do a different, I may not use this one because of this color. Right? I think I might use I might punch a different shape out. Like, we'll see. Or we can try it different ways. Like this would make a good shape maybe for the background. As long as we can see the little tools. Ooh. Huh, might be able to do something with that. We might be. I just like creating something a little new and different than before. So I'm just going to go for this like longer piece. I'm going to go like longer. So I'm going to trim off the edges. So don't worry about centering any of this. You'll see how I do this. There's a method to my madness. All right, so you see how like I'm going to be cutting some off each end. So I'm not really worried about putting adhesive on the whole thing. Nice. I want that whole ruler to show. And then we're going to take this piece and we're going to put adhesive on it. Or we can put it on we can just put it across here. Right? And we can put this piece over like this. All right, let's try to center it, sort of. I'm just trying to make my lines somewhat straight, as good as I can. Being that I'm looking at an angle. All right, cool. Now then this is my little method of like not having to measure all the papers and trying to get them. I was going to turn it over and let that side be shown at first, the pegboard, but then I wanted the ruler side to be shown. I changed my mind midstream. So you do this and then you don't ever have to worry about like one layer being the wrong size or one hanging over more, one being short. It's one of my things, like I hate when I cut these next layers and they're a little bit short and it looks like, now they're all professional. All right, so now I'm going to put this on here and then we can figure out the rest. This is just a vertical card, by the way. So we're going to put that on there. All right, so all my next month's card club is going to be the Cutest Cows bundle. And next month's workshop series is going to be the Sending Love bundle. So we're going to, the Cutest Cows, you're not going to need the punch necessarily, like really. I mean, you can have the punch with the Cutest Cows, but it's going to be cute without it because you're going to be able to do your cards either way. But you need the Cutest Cows stamp set. It's going to be fun. It looks like a little bit of ink got on there from something. I don't know what, because I didn't have any ink sitting there. Or maybe that's just the way the paper is. Okay, scraps to throw away. So that would be not contrasting enough for me. So I'm thinking of this. I'm going to try this. See how this will work. Yeah, see? Contrast. That's better. See, I would have used the Crush Carry like my original. What do you guys like better, the original or the new one? This is the original design. This, and this is called that. Or you could say 1 or 2. So that's the way the new design looks. I'm just going to put some adhesive on that. We'll write down the measurements, easy peasy card, and show you how to all the other cards made with this stuff. So all you need is a couple dimensionals. 2 with the red. Okay, like the red. Cool. I think it's real red. Or is that real red? I'm kind of curious now to see if it's real red. See, this has a few improvements. The one is the inking up the edges, but then you still got to keep contrast in mind. So if you ink up the edges, you got the contrasting. I was thinking I could have put that behind it too. So you got the contrast between the crushed curry and this Lost Lagoon and the pieces, right? But then if you're going to do a new layer, you could still use your hexagon shape. But if you guys have your hexagon shape, by all means use it. That's what's in your kit. I gave you what's in the kit, but I just changed my mind. And hopefully you have the punch and you can change your mind too. Or you can either trace over it, or you can use it. If you do use it, go like this. Okay, so if say you're using the shape I gave you in your Sale-A-Bration club, stick this there, and then stick that there. Okay? And then stick that right like there. So you'll still have your contrast, and then you can make a little banner out of this. Or cut the little, either cut the edges this way and make a little banner, or cut them at an angle, and you'll have a little bit of contrast between the crushed curry. So you still have, like, use your scraps up. It looks like everybody's saying, oh, thank you guys for the thumbs up, Deborah, and thank you for saying that. So hello, Phil, hello, Deborah, thank you for the thumbs up. Hello, Debbie, thank you for being a channel supporter. Thank you, Bpree, who likes number 2, so does Etna, so does Carolyn, number 2. Hello, Carolyn. Thank you for being a channel supporter, a YouTube channel member. Okay, hello, Edna, yeah. And Lynn likes number 2. Hello, Deborah, and hello, Janet, number 2, everybody. Becky, hello, Becky. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Luis. And who else is here? Vicky from Arizona. Oh, a bunch of Deborahs. Luis is here. Oh. Sorry, Deborah, your father passed away. That's very sad. And it's hard for me to make Father's Day cards, and I don't buy the Father's Day sets because of my father passing away in such a, tragic way. This is like, there is a Trusty Tools bundle that's part of this in the mini catalog. So I mean, I hate to say I know how you feel because you hate hearing that from people, I'm sure. But I do know how you feel because my father passed away as well. And it's very hard to lose a parent. So I know how you feel. So I'm very sorry. And these are like, sometimes when I see these things, like 56, I don't get them because I'm like, I mean, I still give Father's Day cards to my brothers and all. Isn't this cool, though, how it coordinates with something in the annual catalog? So hello, Christine Fullen. Nice to see you. Hello, Jeanne from Oregon. Yep. Oh, Janet ordered way too much this quarter. I know, Janet. I know the feeling. Deborah's from New South Wales, Australia. Louise is from Canada. Hello. All right. I'm going to just now grab out all of we're going to do the measurements. And then we're going to go back and do the other cards from this thing. So this is easy. And I remember what I did, so just going to write it down here. I don't want to use my purple pen. I might use my cute pen. Oh, I'll use green. I'm going to use green this time. All right, card. Our colors, such creative names. Basic black. So you're going to cut your card. You get 2 A2 cards out of 1 piece of paper. It's going to be 11 by 4 1/4. Score at 5.5. Okay, first step. Make a vertical card. Make a vertical A2 card. I didn't put anything in the inside. But you can put stuff on the inside. You know how to do that. Cute. Just do the same layers I'm making here. It's going to be 5 1/4. The reason I'm making it this way is you want the tools to be in this direction. So that's why I'm drawing it in that direction. Usually it doesn't matter, but that one matters. All right, now we're going to make 3 little thingies. So this is layer 1. This is going to be layer 2, layer 3, layer 4. And they're all going to be 4 inches, right? 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches. I'm just starting with this one. This is a 1/2 inch. This is times 3/4 of an inch. And then this one we did bigger because we wanted to see the ruler. 1 and 1/2 inch. Okay. The ruler paper. I'm going to see what color that is. It's some kind of gray. It's probably smoky slate. Yeah, I'm talking about these layers, by the way. If you're wondering, what is she talking about, smoky slate? I always name the colors. We got our own vocabulary here at Stampin' Up. You join Stampin' Up or you become a customer, you get this vocabulary. Gray granite. Gray. We start talking in colors. We talk about colors all the time. Did you see the new gray granite ribbon, or did you see the Lost Lagoon ribbon? I mean, we talk about that stuff all the time. Okay, this is Lost Lagoon. So this is if you're trying to recreate this card, you're using those pieces. So this one is the tool paper. This is Lost Lagoon. So it's all DSP. Oh, and there's a layer 4. We're going to be layer 5. Layer 5. That's the punch. And that would be, see what that's real, poppy braid. Oh, that's cool. That's a poppy braid color. That's the tools. So punch out the piece of poppy braid. And then the ink, I'll write down the ink colors in a minute, but let's write down that all these layers are from the Trusty Toolbox. DSP. And I'll put the ink over here. Ink. We'll make a little box up here. Basic black. Or it's not really called basic black. I already wrote the word basic. It's really called Memento Tuxedo Black, but it's black. And then we're going to say crush carry to ink up the edges. That is how to make this card. No twine needed, no gems, no bling. I mean, keep it all cool with some tools. Give them a Home Depot. Trust me, guys. I'm telling you, I know what I'm doing. They love Home Depot gift cards, Lowe's gift cards, Harbor Freight, or even Amazon. You know, who doesn't love that kind of stuff to get their own gadgets? Forget all the bling on your card. Give them a gift card. All right, so this is Trusty Toolbox. All right, so first thing I want to show you in the Sale-A-Bration Club cards that we've been making. And by the way, this is part 6. So we only have 2 left from this set, and we still have to do the jungle and maybe some other note card. So we have 2 left. So we've done these cards. Enjoy your day. This was one of the Trusty Toolbox cards we made. Oh, wait, I should have left that there for you to take your screenshot. I usually tell you to take a screenshot. Let me hold that there before I cover it up. Okay, so now we get, so this was this card over here, and now anyway, Trusty Toolbox. I started out with this card. That was the first one I showed you, and then when I recreated it, I liked the first one better with this way. I liked how I cut the pattern where the lines, and what I'm talking about is the lines, is like this paper. I like how the lines lined up here better, but I like it inked better. But some of you guys said you didn't like it inked better, which is interesting. So that's that. And then I made one here, You Are Loved Beyond Measure. I thought it'd be neat to see how the perennial postage stamp sentiment in Lost Lagoon fits with this card. So that's just another example. And then this one is one that my friend Kathy made for my husband. Isn't that cool? So Kathy, Backyard Stamper, she used that new hybrid embossing folder. Can you see that? It's like a embossed here. And then she used these little tools are from the Trust, or the other thing. The one I showed you in the catalog. Let me grab this. Okay. I forgot I did a swap, and some others might have used this in the swap. I'm not going to go through my whole entire swap, but if somebody used this, like, I can show you. I thought Sharon used this Trusty Toolbox. Huh. What happened to my trusty toolbox from Sharon? All right. I know somebody used it in my swap, another one. All right, now here's I'm going to show you the watermelon cards. This one was one I did for a swap. Here's one I did with the scan and cut, layered up. And you can see how I used the softly stippled designer series paper. So this is what you can do with the scan and cut. I did a tutorial on how to cut out these watermelon pieces from Watermelon Wonder with the Brothers Scan and Cut. Here's one that my friend Lisa made for me with a different color scheme. You can see you have a different color scheme. That's shaded spruce, where this is, it looks like garden green she used. So this was my swap coordinator. She gave us that tag. So just fun things you can do. Here's just another fun thing you can do with the watercolor melon. And you're like, what watercolor melon? It's this one here that you can get for free. That's what I'm talking about. Sale-A-Bration Club. I even have the oval punch now. Modern oval punch to cut out my watermelon. So I can't wait to see how that works. I haven't played with that yet. Now this one is one that we still haven't made yet. So with the linen thread. But we made this one as part of the Sale-A-Bration. Okay, so we used the Sunny Days Designer Series paper. 2 pieces of watermelon. Enjoy Your Day Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set. That's the same stamp set we used today. Heartfelt Hexagon punch, sorry. Heartfelt Hellos stamp set. Heartfelt Hexagon punch. And that's what we did. All right, so those are cards we made. These are other cards we made using it's just moving along. Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. That's the free paper here. You can't buy these guys. You can't, if you like this paper and you're like, I'll get it later. There is no later. Eckhart Tolle, a very famous author and spiritual teacher, has a book called The Power of Now. And you guys, if you haven't listened to like the audiobook, it's really cool. You got to be in the zone to listen to it though. Otherwise you'll fall asleep. But you got, if you're in the zone, you'll realize there is no other time. There's only now. And I'm not just saying that like, cause I sell stamps, but like there really is only now. You can't get that. Like Stampin' Up doesn't offer Sale-A-Bration items again later. Very rarely. Like you can't buy them. You can only earn them for free. And then once they're gone, they just stop printing them and they come up with new papers all the time. So when I say there's only now, that's not like me saying that. That's the truth. Like, I'm not just saying that. You won't be able to get it. And then everyone keeps asking me, do you have it? Do you have it? It's like so annoying. It's like I spend too much telling you have to get it now. And then as soon as you can't get it the next day, March 1st, you're going to be emailing me. Do you have any more? Do you have any more? No, you're supposed to get it before February 29th. Anyway, this is Mother's Day cards. Really beautiful. We created these using the Flight and Airy. Here's Easter cards. This is my first design and then the updated design with the extra piece paper behind there. Again, Heartfelt Hello stamp set. Thinking of you this Easter. Happy Mother's Day. That paper, all the measurements are in those tutorials. Then we did this card here using the most adored designer series paper. I meant to give those out for Valentine's Day, but I did not. But I'm just going to have to give them out another time because they're not going to make it in the mail in time. And then these are the ones that we still have to vote for. So here's your voting, what we're making next. I always let you guys vote on the next card. So for next card, is it going to be this or that, 1 or 2? And I'm using Sale-A-Bration items for these. We are using this softly stippled designer series paper for the first card. And then we're using the Sunny Days designer series paper for the second card. And then we're using the 2 different, this is for the second card, Sunny Days. And for the first card, we're using this softly stippled bundle. Softly sophisticated, not softly stippled, softly sophisticated bundle. And for this one, we're using, let's see, watercolor melon. Okay, so those are the 2 cards. And we still are making, and then we're going to still make the jungle card like I'm promised. All right, so we have 1. Okay, let's see. Looks like we'll have to do, we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. All right, 1. It is 1, it is. This is it. So I use this embossing folder over here. I'm not doing it right now. You're just voting on the next time I do the tutorial later this week. Well, this week I'll tell you what's going on. We got card club. But if I have time this week, I'll do this card. If not, it'll be next week. But this is what we're making. We're going to use the wild wheat and wild wheat color and do tone-on-tone stamping and make this really cool sympathy card. All right, so that's what we're doing next. And then we're still doing watercolor melon and we're still doing Jungle Pals. This is what's coming up this week on my channel. The last of the 3 card club kits will be mailed out to Monday, so they'll go out Monday afternoon. Those of you that just subscribed on the 10th of the month, that was your last day you could subscribe to the Card Club kit. You're going to get your Card Club kit, and this month we're going to make, or this week we're going to make these 2 designs. This is using Nature's Sweetness and Notes of Nature. And then this is using Notes of Nature and Forever Love Designer Series paper. You have all the pieces. It was such a labor of love. Die cutting all these little pieces for you using distressed gold and other foiled cardstock. I actually have more little flowers that I have to glue on there for you. I just want to make sure I had enough in my kits first. So there's a little bit extra. Oh, no, I did do them. I did glue them on. They're right there. I just missed it. It's like, where'd they go? I missed them myself. Just a little subtle thing, but beautiful foiled paper. You get all specialty papers in your card club this month, which is a treat. Because I love you guys. And every month is something like surprisingly. So next month is Cal's. And now that it's after the 10th, you can start subscribing to the next month's card club. Because this month's card club is already closed. I have to have deadlines or else all I do is make kits. And I don't want to just make kits. I want to create. Okay, Nature's. When is the Nature's this week? Well, the card club, Nature's Sweetness. I'm sending out the card clubs, the last 3 card clubs this week. The kits. Everybody else already got their kits. And then I'm making these this week on my YouTube channel. You know, so probably Monday and Wednesday or something. It could be Tuesday, Thursday. I don't commit because I can't commit to which day I'm doing it. I just say it's this week because it's the 3rd week of the month and that's when, well, it might even be the 2nd week of the month. You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm doing them this week because I'm ready to do them. And that's what we're doing this week. We're going to do card club. And then what happens is you get to watch. If you're in the card club, you just watch the tutorials on YouTube. But you get to follow along with all your kits. I'm just putting all the stuff back. That's what's fun about being in the club is your kit is carefully curated and you can make all the stuff. And you make 8 cards and you have all the pieces cut plus extra stuff. Everybody got a silicone mat this month. Every 6 months you get a swag bag homemade by my mother. Every month you get some kind of candy treat surprise and some other surprise. Yeah, so it's a fun club to be in. And you can subscribe by the month or by the month, each month to month, or you could do like 1 kit at a time. So anyway, that's what's going on. And then we have this month we have this going on. So we'll be doing 1 more tutorial on this week. We've already made a couple cards with the hot air balloon bundle. So that's all the stuff on my channel, plus whatever happens as a surprise. A surprise unboxing would be, next week you're going to get maybe a surprise unboxing for an online exclusive item that only demonstrators can buy. It's a whole suite that has to do with coffee, and customers can't get the coffee suite until March. So I will be unboxing that whole suite. So that'll be something fun. Oh, Christine, just write me, because I might have an extra one. But write me right now, though, if you don't mind, or I'll send you a link. I mean, I'm going to have to make it. When I say I have an extra one, like, this is what I mean. I'm sending out the last ones, but I made enough for, like, these are my... It might be that, like, your pretty peacock is not folded the right way, right? Or, like, that I have to give you an old olive instead of a whatever. But, like, these are all the cards. This is all I have left. Like, literally all I have left of the pack of pecan pie and whatever. What is it? Pretty peacock. So you might get a couple little substitutions, but I do probably have 1 quick kit I can squeeze out. But you got to write me tonight. So then that's all for now. This is the Paper Chef. Have a great evening.